Hello everyone, welcome to Riverbend Springs. Alright, so this is of course the first FS25 video on the channel. We get that time speed up a little bit. So we are starting on the base farm. There's no equipment different or anything. I did look to possibly change some things. I gotta get used to this whole menu. But yeah, we start with field 5, 4, 3, and 2. 2 needs to be planted. It does have a plowed state to it, so that'll be the first thing that will happen. Far as I can tell, we can do long grain rice from what I can tell. I don't know if I want to. I'm a little bit obviously worried of doing something wrong. I do have it seasonal growth off. As far as I can tell, everything should be fine. I think just rice is the different one. But until I can confirm these suspicions... Oh, I suppose I can't plant soybeans with this. We're in August, so we could do oats. Can't do sorghum either with it? No. Hey, some things are different. Some things are different. So we'll do oats. I'll have to confirm some things with the new crops. I've literally played this game for maybe an hour right now, so it's pretty early times for me. The textures look a little bit better. Almost like a 3D texture now. Especially for like the plowed state. That's the way things are looking at least. So we do have 2 fields that do need to be harvested. So we have the canola here. And then, yeah, it's that field, yeah. That has wheat in it. That has to be done as well. So that'll be on the agenda to get done. Yeah, I'm gonna just confirm with the long rice stuff. We can do it in one of these other fields. Well, likely what we'll do. As far as I know, it should just be a base game, like normal planter, everything, normal harvester. Because I can tell the combine harvesters do take it, so. We put this on a worker. They're going to be a little bit new, obviously. I know, obviously, they redid that whole thing. Okay. Let's hold H to do... Oh, okay. We have steering assist now, too. I did see that. Okay, so this is the... Okay, so this is the basically the diagram they'll do. They'll do so many headlands and stuff. Looks like I can change it. Can't have it so they don't do them. I'll just get them restarted up here. Yeah, that is a nice little menu, obviously. You can kind of see where they're going to be going. I'll start them here and let them figure their way out. Obviously, they're going to be turning all over the place. But alright, our other starting tractor is the John Deere 3650. Now, I think I'm going to grab the trailer with this. We'll have to get the combine probably on the canola field. We get that going right away. I think the canola is ready for like sell price. I think it's November, December, at least in 22. Obviously, times have changed, so I do need to refresh my memory with some of the changes that have. Okay, looks like they're going to be doing like the center pieces first, and then the headlands. Okay. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so here is our other field. It's definitely the largest of the bunch. This would be a good field to obviously put like soybeans in it, or we could potentially try a new crop. It looks to be pulling this just fine. I do need to get the harvester going. We'll be heading over there at some point here shortly to get that going. We'll have workers do some of this. No field detected for preview. Well, they're doing something, though. I'm just curious. I just want to look at the previews and stuff. Oh, okay. You can set it to start with the up and down, so it'll do this middle section, or you can have it set to do the headland first. By default, it's the up and down. So that's why it looks like it's starting weird. And actually, I just want to bring this up. I think the one thing I noticed, I was just checking out like the menus. Yeah, I just want to show this. So this is probably one of the greatest changes I've personally seen is in the production chains. You can actually see what it needs. So, you know, you look through any of these things. Sawmill, you can see what it makes, how much it needs for each item. That is one of the nicest things I have seen. I didn't know I wanted it until I have it. It's one of those things. Because then I can actually know, okay, what goes into, you know, noodle soup. Just so I know ahead of time. That's really nice. Obviously, rope maker and stuff. Wagon builder, which I'll have to check that out. It looks like it's just similar to, was it Silver Run Forest? Had like a sailboat and stuff. And Zelonka, of course, had the piano manufacturer. I think it seems to be similar to those items. The one thing I'm going to have to consider, though, is with these fields. So obviously we have weeds on. Weeds are on. Do I want to go and get a weeder? So we'll have to weed it first time, like immediately after, as far as I know, it's immediately after being planted. Like, you can't wait a month, otherwise I'm pretty sure it's a no-go. Or do we want to get a sprayer? Then we'd have the ability to do fertilizer as well. That would be a nice little bonus. Obviously, we can do the fertilizing with it. Or would we want to get one of the fertilizer spreaders as well as a weeder? Obviously, using herbicide does hurt the yield. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we end up selling the cultivator in the drill and we just start renting a drill for, you know, $3,000. And maybe it's about the same width, but we could potentially do fertilizing at the same time. We may not need to do cultivating first. I gotta say, so far it looks like that worker is doing a heck of a good job. I think the steering assist might be really nice too. Especially maybe weeding fields. I know in the past, I think I've only used a weeder once. It doesn't change the ground texture much, which maybe it does in here. And I can actually see where I'm going and what's been done. Yeah, there's a lot of different things with the game I have not yet obviously seen. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty of things I'll find as I go. I know I did mention a while ago, my goal is to almost not look up a lot of the things coming. Like the big things I notice, right? But just as a, hey, this is a nice surprise. Obviously, like the menus, a lot of that's kind of pretty new. So it's kind of a nice to see the differences. They definitely made a lot of it more condensed. So it's just that Figuring out the navigation is going to take a little bit of time, but not too bad. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and start up a time lapse for this harvest here. Then once it's done, we'll probably go and grab some sort of rented fertilizer spreader. I don't think I'm going to buy the 300-liter one, so I'll talk to everybody once the time lapse is done. So we're just about done here with the harvest. I did see the cedar drill is officially done, so I might check it out, see how well they did. I don't see any missed spots from afar. Kind of curious what the capacity is on this trailer. Oh, that's nice. Where it shows the trailer up top. It's really nice to have. It's a quality of life change. Now this wheat field here is fairly big. From what I can tell, at least. Now, in this case, I might have a worker do headlands first, just so I don't have to worry about destroyed crops. So I'm going to do this first. This first little bit here, I just want to see, you know, if the workers did good. Obviously, that was a big thing that they talked about, was they were going to try to prove that. It looks like it got everything. That might be a little bit over there. I can't tell. Might just be the ground, obviously. That's, you know, actually ground now. Not just a flat texture. There's actually some depth to it. So I will hit and hold the H button. Okay, it automatically wants to do the headlands here. And it's going to do 2 of them. But yeah, that should be enough. They might have did it. They might have did it. They might have fixed all of my worker issues. You may never hear me complain about a worker again. This might be the best thing. I said it was gonna, it's like my most looked forward to new edition. You can see why. That's kind of nice. Alright, so how is this doing? Still a lot to go. That is a very large field. That is quite large. I think 5, if I'll double check, of course, we'll likely do long rice in that. Yeah, because canola, I believe, is November. The prices might be slightly different than normal. And they do have this sorted differently, so well, it looks like it's December. $2,100, so it's a lot better than $1,700, $1,600. Oil mill's right now the best. It's also the farthest distance. But yeah, this is sorted alphabetically now, which probably makes it finding things a little bit easier once you get used to it. So I was looking for like some crops, like I think I was looking for like wheat and stuff, and obviously 22, all the crops are right at the top. Yeah, I was looking the complete wrong area. We do have a shed here. There's a shed right here. You could potentially grab obviously wood beams, planks, long and short, and build it. So it's probably something we'll have to look into. And bees. I'm not sure how if there's pallets of honey and stuff. How much is it to rent the big fertilizer spreader? You know, once you figure it out, it's sorted a lot better. It's just a little bit all over the place at the start. Lease per work day is $250. It's not too bad per day. We'll need seeds at some point. We might want to look to see if we can get a front loader on one of these tractors. Oh, there it is. Well, this is not the proper way to go through here, but it is right now. Definitely want to look into obviously getting, I mean, new tractors, new everything. There is some used equipment. There is a tenor, which for that price, I might buy still. Obviously, it's a little bit out of the price range. Would be nice, significantly newer than what we have. Mower's a little bit much, probably. We could potentially get a different mower, because we do need to do grass work. This should go quite a ways. Would hope it would do that whole field. Of course, we'll have to do it twice. This is base game, obviously. You know, no precision farming or anything yet. I would assume that might be something we'll see in the future. I know, I think 19 had it, and 22 obviously had it, so I would assume that would probably be something we see eventually. Well, actually, this was a plowed field, wasn't it? So we won't have weeds on this. Oh, never mind. The weeds are growing. I thought when it was plowed, he didn't have weeds the first time. I clearly am wrong. Clearly am wrong on that. It's possible that's a precision farming thing. It's been a while since I've played base game Farming Sim. Obviously you see the ground is a little bit deformed around the tire tracks. Good to see. It's a nice little addition. Can't complain. Trying to get this a little bit smaller of a width. No, we didn't use too much for this. This is something I'm pretty sure we can do before planting too. Fertilize. The grain tank is nearly full. So that is the first of the 2 times that field will have to be fertilized. Buy this before I forget. The price is really good, so we'll definitely want to grab this. We're gonna need it eventually. I do still have tornado destructions on and stuff like that, so we potentially will see tornadoes. Potentially. I'm not sure if that gets turned off with seasonal growth. I would hope not. Obviously, I would like to see the potential of tornadoes, and I have the environmental damage on, so we could obviously lose some of our crop in that. Oh. I do have to say the walking, just the character walking is feels a little weird. They definitely changed it. Looks like maybe another lap over there in that field, the big field there. Did they add sound effects to the trailer? I can just faintly hear what sounds like the trailer rocking back and forth. Like, you can just kind of faintly hear it. If that's the case, obviously that is nice to have. Yeah, we'll wait till December for that, and we have almost 7,000 liters. So we're talking almost, yeah, probably 14 grand when we go to sell it. And wheat, we have 13.5 grand, max about 1,200. So probably looking at, 15, 20,000. Am I right in that area? Yep. Cow pasture. This is a breeding barn, therefore milk production is not possible. Pasture of this building can be customized. Interesting. Oh, well, I don't want to sell it, but... Oh, we can probably take out... like the edge. Okay. Obviously, these are not cheap barns. It looks like until like actual milk production is 250,000. Not cheap. I might be looking at cheap and stuff at some point. Obviously, that might not be a bad thing to do. Chickens, I don't know when, but I know at some point we'll probably... Ooh, I could fit it right in here. Wouldn't be super large, but we could fit it right there. We do own this top area, which wouldn't be a bad place for like future other animals and stuff. We'll get some chickens. A little bit of eggs. It's only 31, it said. So it's definitely not gonna... Ooh, of course we have chicks, too. Okay, yeah, we can have a total of 32. This is a pasture. So we can potentially expand this. I'm gonna mainly want chicks. We'll do 15 of these. And these should be old enough they can actually produce eggs and stuff. Yeah, it's reached its breeding age. So we'll do 5. And for realism, I always get roosters. Just what I do. Obviously, not gonna make any baby chickens if look, these. That's so cool. Seeing the baby animals, that's awesome. Yeah, this is a pasture, so I wonder, we could potentially customize this. I hit the wrong button again. The wrong menu. That doesn't say it can be customized like this did. If I go to demolition mode. Oh, I can take out full sections. Okay. Then I could add on, I'm assuming. I might be completely doing that wrong, so... Yeah, I think it is, yeah. I think I am doing it wrong. Yeah. I'll have to figure out which panel that is to do. You also just might not be able to do it. That is also completely possible. I'll have to do a little bit more looking into that. It's possible this whole pen just can't be added onto. For the time being, they just won't have a section. But yeah, I'm going to look into that one just to make sure I'm obviously doing that one correct. And make sure I can hopefully get it added back. If I can't, then I'll fix it, but yeah. Let's go and grab this. This is officially done. Yep, it is. I trust it's actually done too. I'm not even going to go and look. It looks pretty dang good. These workers, they just might have did it. They just might have actually did it. I'm not going to put too much into this. Just because I'm obviously going to look, make sure I can get a full, back of a pen back. The 500 liters should be a good amount. Should get them going for, yeah, it's over half full, so. I'll have to look at what tractor can do a front loader on it. Obviously, they're not going to go outside of that barrier, but to potentially expand it. And does that allow us to have more animals if we do expand it? These are the questions. Does not have front loader. Oh, this does have a front loader ability. So yeah, we'll probably have to look into getting one of those and maybe a back weight. Get a quickie with front loaders right here. That'd be $7.5 grand. So $9 grand for front loader. Oh, possibly 10 grand. Then we'd have to get a bucket and a pallet fork. I don't know if I'm going to keep the cow barn for too long then. If it's purely for breeding purposes. And no potential to obviously potentially do milk in the future. I guess we could do Angus cows. I don't normally do beef cattle. I don't think I've really ever done them. But yeah, we would still need hay for sheep. It looks like wool is used for more things than what they used to be. I do want to check out these items that you need to bring things to make. What was it, train? No, wagon. A wagon and a toy tractor. Curious where those things are on the map. Maybe we could take a quick look at them. Just to see. Is it something we'll have to buy the production for? I would assume so. Yeah, this. Let's visit this. Where's this on the map? Quite a ways from the farm. Not too far, but I mean planks and planks long to make a toy tractor. It does not appear we need to buy the production. Oh, there is. Yeah, we gotta buy it. $150,000 is not too cheap either. Oh no, that's the playground. Was this probably for the maker hall? And then there's an actual playground we could make too. Okay. Then there's a wagon builder, which is on the top of the map. And this we'll have to, yeah, we have to buy separate. 425,000. Oh man, that's not cheap. Kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of expensive. Oh, I'm gonna quickly drive this back. We'll finish up that field for cultivating. I know we're gonna have to figure out some place for animals. Obviously, chickens kind of fit in there perfectly. But all the other ones we're gonna have to figure out something for. Don't know what, but we'll have to figure something out. We might be able to put a sheep one up there. We might have enough room. And it looks like we'll probably end up having to make a grass field. There's not a good amount of like meadow grass anywhere. Which that middle field is probably the best one. Not too big of a field. Yeah, this probably looks weird while I keep going down the middle, but it's not too big of a field, but it's probably a really good sized field for grass, hay. But should probably work out the best for us. It does appear we're going to need to try to get into some logging business, though. From what I'm seeing, I'll see potential of building a playground, which I would assume there's a money bonus to that. Then obviously the toy tractor place, the wagon place. That's a lot of money, half a meal pretty much. Plus you still gotta get a sawmill. They're not cheap things. And I just realized I could have used the GPS on this. I could have checked it out, but I forgot. I'm kind of curious how that would work. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start a time lapse for this. I'll text everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, we're on the last lap for the cultivating. Like I said, I'll probably end up selling both the cultivator and a planter just for that other planter and just rent it as we need it. At least for the time being, at least. I'm not sure if that's going to be the best possible thing, but yeah, we may end up needing to get a hoe or a weeder for that field. I might just end up getting a hoe just because we could obviously use it immediately and, you know, a month or two after it being grown. And yeah, I'm going to look into the whole chickens thing. Worst comes to worst, I'll fix it off camera. Worst comes to worst, I'll get it fixed. I'll look into the long rice thing. I'm pretty sure it's just a normal field. I just know the one rice obviously requires flooding your field. And we'll be doing that in the Asian map. Was it Hutan Pantai? Pante? I'm going to get the name right before I record that. Which should be coming fairly shortly. Next couple of days after this video comes up. We'll probably have that coming up too. We'll be hitting 25 fast and heavy as I finally am able to record it. So, but yeah, that is everything for today, though. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.